Everyone, today we are going to do exercise 8.3. In the previous video we had already completed exercise 8.2, question 1 to 10, isn't it? So hope that questions are very clearly understood by you people. Now let's see what is asked in this exercise 8.2. Here in this video we are going to do only question number 1 and 2. Okay, rest other question from 3 to 12 I will give you in the next video. One more thing I would like to tell you student, that in previous video 2-3 previous video I had told you that exercise 7.2 from chapter number 7, exercise 7.2, the last question number 3, I didn't give you the solutions, isn't it? So that particular question solution is present in this video at the last. Okay, so first we will do question number 1 and 2 from exercise 8.3, then we will see the exercise 7.2 question number 3 last part. Clear? Now look what is asked in exercise 8.3 first question. So here it is asked that calculate the amount and compound interest on. Here it is asked about to find the amount and compound interest. So in order to find the amount, what is the formula for the amount we are going to substitute in this? The formula is amount is equals to P into 1 plus R upon 100 into T, where in place of T we can also write as N. N is the time only. Okay, we can write T or N, both are same. So by the help of this formula we can easily find the amount. Okay, where A is the amount, P is the principal, R is the rate and T is the time. Clear? Now second we have to find in this question is compound interest. So in order to find the compound interest, CI is the short form of compound interest, three conditions are there. First condition is compounded annually. So what is the first condition? What is the first condition? Compounded annually. Compounded annually, that means yearly. Yearly, that means 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, like that. Okay. Then compounded half yearly. Compounded half yearly is the second condition in the question. Half yearly. Okay. Then the third condition, which is not given in this exercise, is quarterly. What is the third condition? Is quarterly. Okay, so these are the three conditions. While solving the questions, be very careful what the question says, whether it is said that compounded annually or compounded half yearly or compounded quarterly. So be very careful, because in order to solve this compound interest we have to first know whether it is yearly, half yearly or quarterly, because in each the condition is going to be changed for the formula. Okay, so while solving the questions I will tell you how we are going to solve the compound interest for yearly, that is annually. Second condition, how to solve the compound interest for half yearly, and the third, how to solve the compound interest for quarterly. Okay, now let's see. So have you understood the question number one what we have to find? Okay, now what the question number 2 says? Question number 2 says that Kamla borrowed rupees 26,400. Borrowed, that means it will be the principal. So what is the principal? Is 26,400 from a bank to buy a scooter at the rate of rupees 15% per annum. So what is the rate here? Here rate is 15% per annum. Per annum, that means compounded annually, compounded yearly. Okay, sometimes in the question compounded yearly, compounded half yearly, quarterly is not written. It is written per annum, per half yearly, per quarterly, like this. Okay, so here PA is full form, it will be per annum. So what is the rate here? 15%. So compound interest we have to find here. Okay, so what amount will she pay at the end of 2 years and 4 months to clear the loan? So here time is given as 2 year and 4 month. isn't it? So 2 years is will create no problem, but here 4 month is there. So as we know that the time we are going to calculate in the form of year, so this 4 month is going to be converted into year. So while one year is equals to how many? 12 month is there, isn't it? So in order to convert month into year, what we are going to do? We are going to divide 4 by 12, isn't it? So when 4 by 12 will be going to divide, how much it will become? It will be get cancelled. 4 ones are 4 and 4 threes are 12. So 1 by 3. So the total year in this question will be 2. 1 by 3 year it will be. Okay, while solving the question it will be more clear to you people. Clear? So what we have to find here? We have to find the amount in question number 2. Now let's see what is the solution for question number 1. What the question number 1 says that we have to find the compound interest as well as we have to find the amount. Okay, so A part. So in A part, what is the principal given? Principal is denoted by P, time is denoted by T or small letter n. Both are same. Rate is denoted by R, amount is denoted by A, and compound interest is denoted by C dot I. Okay, so principal is given as rupees 10,800, time is given as 3 years, and rate is given as 12 and a half year. So rate is given in the form of a mixed fraction, 12 and a half year. Okay, 12 1 by 2 years it is given. So this rate which is given in the mixed fraction form, we have to convert it into improper fraction. So how to convert it into improper fractions? Everybody know how to do that. That is 12 into 2 plus 1 upon 2. Okay, what is the formula to convert the mixed fraction into improper fraction? That is whole into denominator plus numerator by 2. This formula you people had already studied in class 5 and 6. So we had converted this mixed fraction into improper fraction by doing this 12 into 2 plus 1. So 12 into 2 is 24. 24 plus 1 is how much? 25. So 25 by 2% per annum it will become. So the rate 12.5% is converted into 25 upon 2%. Why we had converted? Because it is in the form of mixed fraction. Okay, so we had converted it into improper fraction. Now what is the formula for amount is? Formula for amount is equals to P into 1 plus R upon 100 whole to the power T. Okay, where T is given how much? 3 years. In the question, time is given as 3 years. Principal is given 10,800 and rate is given 25.2%, isn't it? So all those numericals value we are going to substitute here. So amount we have to find here. So amount, what is the value of P here given? That is 10,800. What is the value of R given? That is 25 by 2. What is the value of T given? T given as 3 years. Now you will ask me that teacher, from where this denominator 2 comes, isn't it? So dear students, principal is 10,800, isn't it? Rate is how much in the question? In the question it is 12 1 by 2, isn't it? That we had converted into improper fraction and it become 25 upon 2%, isn't it? Time is given as 3 years. Now in order to put it in the formula, P, that is 10,800 whole 1 plus R is 25 by 2 upon 100 whole to the power 3. First we are going to write this 1 plus R is, this is the R value, 25 upon 2. So this denominator 2 will come with 100 and get multiplied with 100. That's why here 2 into 100 comes. So have you understood how 2 into 100 comes? Because R is given as 25 upon 2. So this 2 will be going to multiplied with the denominator 100. So the equation will create as 10,800 into 1 plus 25 and 2 into 100 will be 200 whole to the power T, where T is a time. Clear? Now what will be happen here? This 200 will be get cross multiplied with 1. So here this 200 will get cross multiplied with 1. So it will become 200 plus 25 upon 200. Okay. Or we can do it as LCM method. What is the LCM method? Everybody know. Suppose we are having this equation. So if the numerator 1 does not have any number in its denominator, that means 1 will be present. What is the LCM of 1 and 200? That will be 200 itself. 200 comes in the table of 1 how many times? 1 time. And that 200 comes in the table of 1 how many times? 200 times. That 2 will be multiplied with the numerator 1. So 1 into 200 plus 200 comes in the table of 200 how many times? 1 time. So that 1 will be multiplied with the numerator 25. So the equation, what the equation we are getting? 200 plus 25 upon 200. This one. Okay. Now 200 plus 25 will be become how much? 225 upon 200. Clear everyone? Then after, since the power is 3, that means if power is 3, that means what we have to do? We have to split the number into 3 times, isn't it? How to split the number? Everybody know, because you people had studied the powers and exponent chapters, isn't it? If suppose we are having any number a to the power 3, then it can be written as a into a into a. Or suppose 2 to the power 3 if we are having, how can we write it? 2 into 2 into 2. That's why this 225 upon 200 whole to the power 3. That means numerator और denominator दोनों के power में 3 है, इसलिए 225 upon 200 3 बार लिखा जाएगा. Clear? Understood up to here? That's why 10,800 into 225 upon 200 into 225 upon 200 into 225 upon 200 we are going to write here. Clear? Then after, how to solve? It is very easy to solve, students. We can cancel the number 0, 0 will get cancelled from here. Okay. Then after, can we cancel by the table of 5? So 20 comes 4 times and 25 will be goes 45. 200, that means 4 and 0. Again this will be 8 times and this will be how many times? 9 times. In the same way this will be 9 and 8 times, because both the numbers are same, isn't it? Now 8, what is the number left out now? 108 into 225 into 9 by 8 into 9 by 8. So can this 8 will get cancelled by the table of 2 how many times? 2 times. And this 108 will get cancelled in the table of 2 how many times? That will be get cancelled by 5 and 4. Again we can cancel by the table of 2. That will be how much? 4 will be 2 times and 1 carries 7 times, isn't it? Now what the number left out with us finally? That is 27 into 225 into 9 into 9 will be 81 upon 2 into 8. Okay, so 2 into 8 will be 16 and we have to multiply the whole numerator, then we will divide it by 16. While dividing it by the 16, what the number we will get? We will get at 15,377.34 rupees. So hope you people are understanding the explanation of this. So while solving the above equation, we will get the answer as 15,377.34 rupees. Okay. Now what is the formula for compound interest annually? Annually, that means yearly, isn't it? So yearly here if it is talking about yearly, that means amount minus principal is equals to, so what is the amount we are having? That we are having as 15,377.34 minus what is the principal we are having? Principal we are having as 10,800. Okay, 10,800. Here one 0 is increased by me, so that 0 will not come. So 10,800 will come, not 0 will come. Now 15,377.34 will be subtracted with 10,800. Okay, so 10,800 will be subtracted, and in place of decimal it does not have any decimal, so we will keep it as 0. Now 4 will come here, 3 will, when subtracted, 3 will come here, decimal 7, 7. Now it will be take 13. 13 minus 8 will be how much? 5, and here it is 4 left out. 4 minus 0, 4, and this will become 0, isn't it? So what is the number we are getting? That is 4,577.34 rupees we will get after the subtraction. So dear student, here I had by mistake written one more 0, so this 0 will not come in the question. Clear? So what is the amount we got here? The amount we had got as 4,577.34 rupees. And what is the amount we had got? That is 15,377.34. So here in this A part of the question, it is talking about compounded annually, that means yearly. Okay. Next question is, what is the next question? B part. Principal is how much? Principal is given as 18,000. Okay. Time is given as 2.5 year. 1/2 year. So 1/2 years we can write it as, how to write it? 2 years and half year it will be, isn't it? 2.5 year, that means 2 years is, and half years. Half year, that means 6 months it is, isn't it? Now after that, what is the rate we are having here? Rate is having 10% per annum, that means compounded annually. Annually, that means yearly. Okay, so again we will do as same as the first A part question. So what is amount formula? Amount is equals to P into 1 plus R upon 100 into T, isn't it? What is the value of P we are having in the question? 18,000. R we are having 10%. So 10% we are having, isn't it? And what is the time we are having? 2.5 years. Now students, be very careful while solving the time, because time is given in the form of fraction. T is equals to 2, 1/2 is given, isn't it? 2.5 years. So how to solve this 2.5 years? It can be easily solved if the rate is given in the form of fraction, we can easily solve. But if the time is given in the form of a fraction, we have to solve little bit different way. So as I told you that it is 2.5 year, isn't it? That is 2.5 years. So 2 will be separately written here, that is 1 plus 10 upon 100 2 into half will be again written into half for this. So have you understood my words? What I said? I said that here 2.5 year, isn't it? So 2 will be separately written, 1 plus 10 upon 100 whole to the power 2, and half will be separately written, that will be into 1 plus 10 upon 100 whole to the power 1/2. So have you understood why we are writing like this? Because time is given in the form of fraction. So after writing this, what we will do? This 100 will be cross multiplied or can do by the LCM. So 100 plus 10 upon 100. Okay, so whole to the power 2. Now how to solve this part? Now in order to solve this part, look what we are going to do. In order to solve the second part of the question, as 1 plus 10 upon 100 whole to the power 1/2 is given. So this 1/2 is in the power, this power will, this whole, that means 1 plus 10 upon 100 is 10 upon 100 whole to the power 1/2 is given, isn't it? And 1/2 is year. So this year we can write with the numerator 10 like this. Okay, so 1 plus 10 upon 2 whole 100 and whole to the power 1. Whole to the power 1, that means this denominator 2 goes to the denominator of 10 and 1 will remain in the power itself. As we know that the power 1 does not have any value, but then also we are going to write it. Now 10 will be get cancelled, 10 and 2 will be get cancelled, 2 ones are 2 and 2 5s are 10. So what is the number left out while cancellation? That is 1 plus 5 upon 1 whole to the power 100 whole to the power 1. As this denominator 1 does not have any value, so 1 plus 5 upon, not this way, 1 plus 5 whole to the power 100, not whole to the power 100, 1 plus 5 by 100 whole to the power 1 it will be. So have you understood what we did here? We had made the power separated. That means 2.5 power is separated for both the number, that is 1 plus r upon 100. So for the 2 this will be separated, and for the half this one is separated. So this half, as this 2 will be goes with the denominator of 10 and get divided there. When it will be get divided there, so it will become 1 and here it will be 5. So after becoming 5, what it will be? The remember 1 plus 5 upon 100 will be there, isn't it? Now again by the LCM method or by cross multiplication method, it will be 100 plus 5 upon 100 will become, isn't it? So 100 plus 5 will be 105. As here is power 2, so as we know that a to the power 2 is what? A into a. That means 110 upon 100 whole to the power 2 can be written as 110 upon 100 into 110 upon 100. So altogether the equation will be expanded in this form, that is 18,000 into 110 upon 100 into 110 upon 100 into 100 plus 5 upon 100 whole to the power 1. Now solving this part, here 0 0 0 0 will get cancelled, isn't it? Now whatever the zeros left out, 1 2 3, so 1 2 3, 0 will get cancelled. What is the number left out? 18 11 11 by 10, isn't it? 11 and 105. So while lefting out these numbers, we will going to calculate. So what the answer will come? The answer will come as rupees 22,869. What the number will come? 22,869 the answer will come while calculating the number. You can multiply the numbers and can see whether that is coming or not. So what is the amount we are having here? Amount we are having as 22,869. Now what we have to calculate here? We have to calculate the compound interest. In order to calculate the compound interest, what is the formula? Amount minus principal, while amount is written as A and principal is written as P. So CI, that means compound interest, is equals to amount minus P. What is the value of amount we are having? The amount value is 22,869 while the principal value is 18,000. So we are going to subtract both of the number. What the answer we are getting? We are getting the compound interest value as 4,869. Clear everyone? Now the next question number 1C part. So here little bit change will be there, students, because in question number 1C part, it is talking about compounded half yearly. Remember what is said in here? It is said that to find the amount and compound interest when it is compounded half yearly. So look, when the how to do. So principal is given here 62,500. Okay, time is given as 1/2 year, isn't it? So 1.5 year is equals to 3/2. So as I told you in the previous question that if the time is given or the rate is given in the form of mixed fraction, we will convert it into improper fraction, isn't it? So this 1/2 is converted into improper fraction. How we are going to convert it into improper fraction? Whole into denominator plus numerator upon 2. So this will become 1 into 2, 2 plus 1 will be 3/2. So what is the year we are having? 3/2. But in the question it is said compounded half yearly. If it is compounded half yearly, that means this year will be multiplied with 2. Remember students, when it is said in the questions that is it is compounded half yearly, you have to multiply the time with 2. If suppose time is given 3 year and it is said that it is compounded half yearly, that means time will be 3 into 2, so it will be 6 year. Clear? Next, rate. What is rate is given in the question? Rate is given as 8%. Since here it is talking about compounded half yearly, so the rate will be just divided by 2. So 8 into 1 by 2, that will be 8 by 2. So when it will be get cancelled by the table of 2, the rate will be become 4%. Just half it becomes. When we are talking about compounded half yearly, the rate is becoming half and the time is become double. Okay, so amount is equals to P into 1 plus R upon 100 into T. This is the formula. Or if suppose you people are getting confused in order to convert the time into double and rate into half, isn't it? So formula can be changed in the form of P into 1 plus R by 2 or R upon 200 into 2 into T, like this. Directly you can change all those above, whatever the changes we had made in the time. मतलब जो time है वो डबल हो जाता है और रेट जो है वो हाफ हो जाता है. किस में? कंपाउंडेड हाफ ईयरली. जब क्वेश्चन में कंपाउंडेड हाफ ईयरली बोलेगा तो रेट हाफ हो जाता है और टाइम जो है वो डबल हो जाता है. तो उसको अगर आप तुरंत वहीं सॉल्व नहीं करोगे, जैसे सपोज मैंने इस क्वेश्चन में सॉल्व करके दिखा दिया है कि रेट जो है हाफ हो गया तो 4 आया, ठीक है, और टाइम जो है हाफ हो गया तो कितना आया था टाइम हमारे पास? 3 इयर्स. सॉरी, टाइम जो है डबल हुआ था तो 3 इयर्स आया था. अगर उन दोनों पार्ट को आपको सॉल्व नहीं करना है तो फॉर्मूले में उसको पुट करके सॉल्व कर सकते हैं. तो बट फॉर्मूले में क्या थोड़ा सा चेंजेस आ जाएगा. वो चेंजेस क्या है? ए इज इक्वल्स टू पी इंटू 1 प्लस आर अपॉन 100 होता है तो 100 की जगह 200 हो जाएगा और जो टाइम है वो यहाँ पर 2 के साथ मल्टीप्लाई हो जाएगा. ओके, तो चाहो तो डायरेक्टली यहाँ पर इस फॉर्मूले को यूज़ करके सॉल्व करो या तो फिर जैसा मैंने सॉल्व किया है ये सॉल्व करो. अगर इस फॉर्मूले को लेकर के सॉल्व करोगे तो P हमारे पास क्या है? 62,500 है. 1 प्लस R क्या है हमारे पास? 4. जस्ट अ मिनट ना, आई विल राइट अगेन एंड शो यू. इफ सपोज we people are using the formula as what? A is equals to, directly if we are using तो P into 1 plus R upon 200 होल टू द पावर 2t. ये फॉर्मूला कब यूज़ होगा? जब आप क्वेश्चन में, जैसे इस क्वेश्चन में मैंने सॉल्व किया है, ऊपर t को डबल किया है और r को हाफ किया है, इजंट इट? तो अगर आप वैसा हाफ और डबल नहीं करना चाहते तो डायरेक्टली यहाँ पर इस फॉर्मूले में पुट करके सॉल्व कर सकते हैं. तो a इज इक्वल्स टू 62,500 इंटू 1 प्लस r क्या था हमारे पास? 8 था क्वेश्चन में, तो 8 अपॉन 200 इंटू टाइम हमारे पास क्या था क्वेश्चन में? व्हाट वी आर हैविंग टाइम, दैट इज आई थिंक 2.5 ईयर, दैट मीन्स 3/2, इजंट इट? जब हमने उसको मिक्स फ्रैक्शन में कन्वर्ट किया तो वो मिक्स्ड को इम्प्रॉपर में कन्वर्ट किया तो वो 3/2 हुआ. तो 3/2 इंटू 2, जहाँ पर ये कैंसिल हो गया और हमारे पास ये नंबर बचा. So better, in order to solve what I had solved on the screen, whatever it is displayed on the screen, try to solve it like that way. It will become more easy for you people. Okay, so first convert the time double, that means in half yearly the time will become double and the rate is become half. So whatever the time is there, just multiply it by 2, and whatever the rate is there, just divide it by 2 when in the question it is given compounded half yearly. Clear? So here rest other you can solve easily. Amount is equals to 22,500 into 1 plus 4 upon 100 whole to the power 3. 4 comes from rate, 3 comes from time. So cross multiplication will be there, or can solve by what? By LCM method. So 100 plus 4 upon 100 will be there. So 100 plus 4 will be 104 upon 100. So 62,500 into 104 upon 100 whole to the power 3. Whole to the power 3, that means the fraction 104 upon 100 will be written 3 times. So while solving the equations, how much the answer will come? That will become rupees 70,304. Clear? You can solve it, cancel it by the first cancel all the zeros, then cancel by the table of 2 and then by 5 table, then you have to divide, then the answer will come 70,304 rupees. Okay, in the same way, what is having compound interest? Amount minus principal. So what the amount we are having? Amount is 70,304 minus 62,500. So what the compound interest we got? That is 7,804. One more thing, students, be careful that whatever the question is given about half yearly or compounded annually or quarterly, we have to start solving from then and there from the amount itself. Okay. Next, D part of the question. Here the question is same as the C part. So as I told you, when it is talking about compounded half yearly, the time will become double. So if year is 1, that means it will be double. So 1 into 2, that will be 2 years. Double, that means double 2 year it will be, isn't it? And as I told you, if it is talking about compounded half yearly, the rate will become half. That means whatever the rate is given, it will be divided by 2. So here the rate is given 9, so it will be divided by 2. So what will be the present rate? Rate is 9 by 2%. Okay, so amount formula will be amount is equals to P into 1 plus R upon 100 whole to the power T. T is given 2 years, rate is given 9 by 2. So this 2, the numerator is 9 and denominator is 2. So 2 will come in the denominator with 100 and become 200. Okay. So now 1 plus 9 upon 200 whole to the power 2. So this 200 will cross multiply with 1. Can cross multiply or take the LCM. What will be the denominator? It will be 200. So 200 plus 9 will be 209 upon 200 whole to the power 2. Now as the power is 2, that means how many times we have to write 209 upon 200? That is 2 times. So what will be the equation we are having? That is 8,000 into 209 upon 200 into 209 upon 200. Okay, so here solve it. How to solve it? First we are going to cancel all the zeros. So here we are having 4 zeros and the numerator, that means 8,000, we are having how many zeros? Zeros are 3. Okay, to solve it, first cancel the zeros, then try to cancel by the table of 3 or 9. If it does not cancel, then directly multiply all the numerator and divide it by the denominator. So what is the answer coming while solving the numbers? That is 8,736.20 rupees. Okay, so what is the compound interest formula is? That is A minus P. Okay, what is A we are having? A amount we are having as 8,736.20 and what is the principal we are having? That is 8,000. While subtracting both the number, what we are getting? We are getting 736.20. Everybody know now how to solve the decimal. What the decimal we are having? 8,736.00, isn't it? And here the next principal amount is 8,000. Decimal we are not having, so we can keep it as 0 after decimal. So 02637 and 8 will be get cancelled. So what is the number we are having? 736.20. Hope you people understood the question. Now question number E, which is given in your book, is homework. Okay, now as I told you at the starting of this video that we are having 3 conditions in order to find the compound interest. So first condition is per annum, that is yearly. We had already seen the question. Second condition is half yearly. We had already seen. But in your book quarterly does not given, compounded quarterly is not given. So one extra question, you write it in your note copy and try to learn. Okay, since quarterly is not given, so it is very important topic, that's why I had created the question with myself and given you. Try to write in your copies. So suppose principal is given as 12,000, principal is given as 1,25,000, time is given as 1 year, and rate is given as 8%. Now here it is said that compounded quarterly. So quarterly, that means what? 1 by 4. Generally, what if we are having a circle and that circle is divided into 4 quadrant, isn't it? If we are having one circle and this circle is divided into 4 quadrant, so as we know that the fourth quadrant is what? 1, 2, 3 and 4. This is the fourth quadrant. So the fourth quadrant is written as 1 by 4, isn't it? That is the meaning of quarterly. This 1 by 4 is the meaning of quarterly. Clear? So let's see what we are going to do. When it is given half yearly, time become double, isn't it? And rate is going to become half, isn't it? But when we are talking about quarterly, the time will become 4 into time, 4 times of the time. That means suppose if we are having 2 year will, if we are having, and in the question it is said quarterly, so 2 into 4, it will be how much? 2 4 is 8 year it will be. Okay, and if suppose rate is the quarterly is given as rate in the quarterly becomes r by 4. कहने का मतलब ये है कि हाफ ईयरली में टाइम डबल हो जाता है और रेट हाफ हो जाता है, ठीक है। बट क्वार्टरली में जो टाइम है वो 4 टाइम्स मोर हो जाता है, मतलब जो भी वैल्यू आपको दिया रहेगा उसके साथ 4 मल्टीप्लाई हो जाएगा। जैसे कि अगर 2 ईयर दिया हुआ होगा और क्वार्टरली बोला जाएगा तो 4 इंटू 2 8 ईयर्स हो जाएंगे टोटल। बट जो रेट है वो डिवाइड बाय 4 होगा क्योंकि यहाँ पर क्वार्टरली बोला गया है। तो अगर सपोज हमारे पास रेट क्वेश्चन में 8% दिया है तो 8% को 4 से डिवाइड करेंगे क्योंकि क्वेश्चन में क्वार्टरली बोला गया है इसलिए। तो रेट हमारा 8% से 2% में चेंज हो जाएगा। ओके, क्लियर एवरीवन? नाउ so the new time is 4 year as it is talking about the quarterly and rate is 2%. Sorry, time is 4 year and rate is 2%. Okay, now amount is equals to P into 1 plus R upon 100 whole to the power T. So 1,25,000 into 1 plus 2 upon 100 whole to the power 4. So we can solve it by either by cross multiplication or by taking an LCM. So 100 plus 2 will be 102 upon 100 whole to the power 4. Whole to the power 4, that means how many times we have to write that number? 4 times. So 1,25,000 into 102 upon 100 into 102 upon 100 into 102 upon 100 into 102 upon 100. So while solving that number, what the number we are getting here? 13 lakh 5,304.02. Students, try to cancel the numbers. First cancel all the zeros, then try to cancel by the table of 2. Okay, then divide it. You will get this number. So compound interest is equals to amount minus principal. Amount we had already find it, that is 13,05,304.02. And what is the principal we are having? Principal we are having as 1,25,000. Subtract the number, you will get the compound interest as 10,304.02 rupees. Okay, so hope you people have understood the 3 conditions of compound interest: half yearly, annually and quarterly. It's a very important one. Try to learn again and again. Okay, now question number 2. What the question number 2 says? Principal Kamla borrow, that means principal from the bank. How much amount Kamla is going to borrow from the bank? That is 26,400 rupees. And time is 2 year 4 month. As I told you that this month you have to convert it into year. So 4 upon 12 will be, why we had divided by 12? Because 4 month is converted into year. In order to convert the month into year, we are going to divide the month by 12, because 1 year is equals to how many month we are having? 12 month. That's why. So 12, 4 ones are 4 and 4 3s are 12. So 2 year 1 by 3 years will come. Okay, so 2 year 1 by 3 years will be the time. Now, what is the rate given? Rate is given 15% per annum. Per annum, that means yearly. Here we are talking about annually, isn't it? Now, amount is equals to P into 1 plus R upon 100 whole to the power T. Substituting all the values here. So, principal we are having as 26,400 into 1 plus 15 upon 100 whole to the power 2 1 upon 3. Okay, now as I told you in the question number 1 second part, I think how to write the time. 2 1 by 3 year we are having, so we have to separate both the year, isn't it? So for the 2 we are writing separately 1 plus 15 upon 100, and for 1 by 3 we are going to write separately 1 plus 15 upon 100. So this 3 will be going to the denominator of 15. So 15 upon 3 it will become. Now 3 ones are and 3 5s are will come. So 1 plus 5 upon 100 will come. Okay. So that will be 105 upon 100, and 1 comes from, as the power is 1 by 3. 3 denominator goes with the denominator of 15 and 1 will remain in the power itself. Okay. In the same way we are going to write. We are going to solve this part also. So 100 plus 15, that will become 115. Okay, so 26,400 into 115 upon 100 into 115 upon 100 into 105 upon 100. Now split the numbers, cancel the zeros and divide it. You will get the answer. How much the answer you will get? The answer will be 36,659.70 amount Kamla has to pay to the bank. How much amount Kamla has to pay to the bank? That is 36,659.7 rupees Kamla has to pay to the bank. Clear everyone? Now, as I told you that exercise 7.2 question number 3 is left out, isn't it? And I had told you that I will give you the solutions. So here is the solution. Estimate. Okay, we are going to solve the we have to find the cube root of the number 1331, but we are not going to find the cube root by the method, that is long division method, and by the what, प्राइम फैक्टराइजेशन. क्योंकि क्वेश्चन में ऑलरेडी बोला गया है कि आपको बिना कैलकुलेशन किए इसका क्यूब रूट निकालना है. तो बिना कैलकुलेशन किए इसका क्यूब रूट निकालने का एक मेथड है. उस मेथड का नाम है एस्टिमेशन मेथड. ओके, इस एस्टिमेशन मेथड में ध्यान से सुनना सब. इस एस्टिमेशन मेथड में राइट हैंड साइड से जो नंबर क्या है 1331 है, तो राइट हैंड साइड के फर्स्ट नंबर से 3 का पेयर बनाते हैं. ठीक है, सो 3 का पेयर पहले बनाएंगे. सो 3 का पेयर बनाने पर यहाँ पर जैसे ये नंबर है 1331 है, तो फर्स्ट स्टेप इस एस्टिमेशन में क्या है, राइट हैंड साइड से फर्स्ट वंस प्लेस वैल्यू से 3 का पेयर बनाते हैं. ठीक है, सो पहला 3 नंबर का पेयर बन गया, बट ये 1 अकेला बाकी है, तो इस 1 का अकेला पेयर बनेगा. ओके, अकेला 1 का पेयर रहेगा. तो यहाँ पर कितने ग्रुप हो गए? अब ये फर्स्ट ग्रुप हो गया और ये सेकेंड ग्रुप हो गया. तो फर्स्ट ग्रुप के फर्स्ट वंस प्लेस वैल्यू क्या है? वंस का प्लेस वैल्यू क्या है? यहाँ पर 1 है ना. वंस का प्लेस वैल्यू क्या है, वंस है, मतलब इस नंबर का 1331 का जो क्यूब रूट होगा उसमें दो प्लेस वैल्यू रहेगा, एक वंस रहेगा, एक टेंस रहेगा। तो वंस की प्लेस वैल्यू में कन्फर्म जो है वो क्या आएगा, 1 आएगा बोल रहे हैं। ठीक है, फिर से मैं बता रही हूँ। सबसे पहले क्या करेंगे, राइट हैंड साइड से 3 नंबर का पेयर बनाएंगे। लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में चाहे 1 नंबर बचे, चाहे 2 नंबर बचे या 3 नंबर बचे, जितना भी नंबर बचेगा उसका पेयर बनाएंगे। 3 नंबर का पेयर बना दिए, उसके बाद एक और नंबर बचा है तो वो 3 ग्रुप हो जाएगा। ठीक है, लेकिन तुम्हारे बुक में अभी सिर्फ 2 ग्रुप की बात की है, तो हम 2 ग्रुप का ही देखेंगे। तो राइट हैंड साइड से 3 नंबर का ग्रुप बनेगा, तो वो 3 नंबर होगा 331, और 1 अकेला बच जाएगा तो वो एक सिंगल ग्रुप रहेगा, एक अकेला ग्रुप। अब उसके बाद स्टेप में देखेंगे कि उस 331 मतलब 301 में वंस का प्लेस वैल्यू क्या है। वंस का प्लेस वैल्यू वंस है, दैट मीन्स जो रूट हम निकालेंगे इस नंबर का 1301, उसमें 2 नंबर रहेगा, एक वंस की प्लेस वैल्यू में रहेगा, एक टेंस की प्लेस वैल्यू में रहेगा। तो इस नंबर, इस ग्रुप वाले नंबर में, ये हमारा फर्स्ट ग्रुप हुआ ना, तो इस ग्रुप में, इस फर्स्ट ग्रुप में इसका वंस प्लेस वैल्यू 1 है, तो वहाँ पर हमारा जो हम क्यूब रूट निकालेंगे इस नंबर का, उसमें यहाँ पर कंफर्म 1 आएगा। इस मेथड को शॉर्टकट मेथड भी बोलते हैं। ठीक है, अब सेकंड वाला ग्रुप क्या है हमारा, सेकंड ग्रुप 1 है। तो 1 जो है किसके बीच लाई करता है, 1 जो है 0 और 1 के बीच लाई करेगा। तो हम 0 का क्यूब निकालेंगे, तो 0 इंटू 0 इंटू 0 0 ही रहेगा। 3 का क्यूब निकालेंगे तो 1 का क्यूब निकालेंगे तो 1 इंटू 1 इंटू 1 रहेगा। मतलब ये कि 0 टू द पावर 3 का वैल्यू जो है वो 1 से छोटा होगा, और 1 का जो वैल्यू होगा वो 1 टू द पावर 3 से छोटा होगा। मतलब ये कि यहाँ पर जो 1 है वो किसके बीच लाई करेगा, 0 और 1 के बीच लाई करेगा। इट मीन्स जो हमारा टेंस प्लेस वैल्यू होगा वहाँ पर क्या आएगा, 1 आएगा। तो हमारे पास क्यूब रूट जो है बिना कैलकुलेशन किए इस नंबर का निकल गया। कितना निकला, वंस की प्लेस वैल्यू में वंस बताया मैंने, टेंस की प्लेस वैल्यू में टेंस, दैट मीन्स इसका प्लेस वैल्यू 11 होगा। ओके, तो इस मेथड से हम 1331 का बिना क्यूब रूट निकाले इस शॉर्टकट मेथड से आसानी से वैल्यू फाइंड कर सकते हैं। क्लियर है सबको ना। नेक्स्ट पार्ट इज ऑल्सो सेम, यू जस्ट गो थ्रू विथ इट। हियर इज द सॉल्यूशन। ओके, what we have to do, we have to make the pair from the right hand side, 3 pairs. So first pair will be 931 and second pair will be 4. So what is the place value of 3 we are having? Place value of 3 is what is the place, not 3 place value, what is the place value of ones we are having? ones का place value क्या है, 3 है। तो 3 का अगर कोई नंबर 3 में एंड होता है तो उसका क्यूब रूट जो है वो 7 होगा, ऐसा प्रॉपर्टी से हमको पता चलता है। सो इट इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू स्टडी द प्रॉपर्टीज ऑल्सो। ओके, सो जब कोई नंबर का क्यूब रूट निकालना रहता है और वो नंबर जो है एंड मतलब वंस का प्लेस वैल्यू में अगर उसका 3 रहता है तो उसका क्यूब रूट में वंस की प्लेस वैल्यू पर 7 आएगा। ठीक है, और सेम इसका ऑपोजिट बोल सकते हैं कि अगर कोई नंबर का प्लेस वैल्यू 7 है तो उसका क्यूब रूट निकालेंगे, क्यूब रूट निकालने पर उसकी वंस प्लेस वैल्यू पे 7 आएगा। ठीक है, तो यहाँ पर 913 में फर्स्ट ग्रुप है, इस फर्स्ट ग्रुप में वंस का प्लेस वैल्यू क्या है, 3 है, वंस की प्लेस वैल्यू 3 है, मतलब क्या होगा यहाँ पर 7 उसके क्यूब रूट में आएगा जब हम उसका क्यूब रूट निकालेंगे तब। ठीक है, देन सेकेंड ग्रुप हमारा क्या है, सेकेंड ग्रुप है 4। इस सेकेंड ग्रुप में क्या देखना है कि 4 जो है वो किसके नंबर्स के बीच लाई करेगा, 4 जो किसके नंबर्स के बीच लाई करेगा। सो 2 टू द पावर 3 इज लेस देन 4 इज लेस देन 3 टू द पावर 3, क्योंकि 2 टू द पावर 3 जो है 8 होता है, तो 8 जो है वो 4 से नंबर जो 4 से लेस ग्रेटर हो जाएगा, और 4 जो है वो किससे लेस देन हो जाएगा, यहाँ पर 3 इंटू 3 इंटू 3 विल बी 27, मतलब जो 4 है वो किस दोनों के बीच लाई करेगा, 2 और 3 के बीच लाई करेगा। तो इस 2 और इस 3 में, 2 और 3 में दोनों में से सबसे छोटा नंबर कौन सा है, 2 है। तो जो छोटा नंबर 2 है उसको ही हम क्या लेंगे, उसको ही हम लेंगे टेंस के प्लेस वैल्यू पे, वंस सॉरी नॉट टेंस की प्लेस वैल्यू पे। जो छोटा नंबर 4 लाइज बिटवीन cube of 1 and 2, isn't it? So 1 cube less than 4 less than 3 cube. So hence the tens place value of the required cube root is 1, because among 1 and 2 the smallest number is 1. So whole cube root is 17. Again the last part of the question is estimation. So making the pair of the three numbers, 167 is the first pair and 12 is the second pair. So 167 is the first pair, and what is the place value of ones in that? 7. 7 is the place value of ones. So according to the property, when the number ends or unit place is 7, its cube roots will 3 in ones place. So what is the number comes in the ones place value of the cube root of 12,167? That will be 3. Okay. Now the next, the second group is 12. So among the second group 12 lies between which two numbers? It will be lies between 2 cube and 3 cube. So 2 cube is 8 and 3 cube is 27. So it will be lies between 2 and 3. So among 2 and 3, which is the smaller number? Smaller number is 2. Hence 2 comes in the tens place value. So what will be the number? We are having 23. So 23 is the cube root of 12,167. Okay, if you want, you can multiply 23 into 23 into 23 and can see the numbers. Clear? Last part can go through. Here is the solutions, because the video is too long now. Okay, so go through the solution.